Will the real Slim Shady please stand up? Is it Slim Shady or is it reasonably shady? That is the question. And who will come out on top in this battle of the shade? Okay. So let's talk about what's going on, y'all. What is really going on? And in order to do this, we're going to take things over to our friends over at the Jasmine brand. Now, for reference, you guys can catch this on the Jasmine brand. You guys can also catch this on the Neighborhood Talk because both have posted about it. And we got to talk about it because it is very, very, very interesting. So the headline reads Eminem opposes Real Housewives of Potomac's Gizelle Bryan and Robyn Dixon's trademark for their reasonably shady podcast. Says it's too similar to Slim Shady. And according to reports, Eminem has filed an opposition against the Real Housewives of Potomac stars Gizelle Bryan and Robyn Dixon. Okay. So let's go down what the content states. It says, allegedly, upon noticing that Gizelle Bryan and Robyn Dixon had sought the trademark to the name of their joint podcast, Eminem recently came forward and expressed his disapproval of the unrelated move. Now, Gizelle Bryan and Robyn Dixon's brand doesn't have any connection to Eminem, aka Slim Shady, which is trademarked apparently. But he's feeling that the word shady might leave consumers confused. All right. Now, everybody knows Eminem goes by Slim Shady. All right. Ever since what, 1999, he released an album with the stage title, The Slim Shady LP. Now, a copyright attorney by the name of Clarissa Harvey has taken to Twitter with some court documents of Eminem's claims. So let's get into it. All right. So the trademark attorney posted this and said, will the real Slim Shady please stand up? It says rapper Eminem is opposing Robyn Dixon and Gizelle Bryan from Bravo's Real Housewives of Potomac trademark application for Reasonably Shady, the name of their new podcast. Now, let me just stop right here and state, this is a move that I'm not surprised that they took because it is something that has, at this point in time, won them awards or at least nominations for awards, NAACP, I believe. And so, just recently they broke some news on their podcast, which really gained traction when Robyn Dixon announced to the world that Juan Dixon was allegedly being an idiot and paid for some woman's hotel room, but didn't go inside, or didn't spend no time with her or nothing like that, allegedly, right? And so the podcast is popping, okay? It's popping McPoppington right now. So it makes absolute sense to me that they would trademark it. I mean, business wise, that's the thing that you do. You have developed a brand and you go and you trademark it in certain categories so that you can make sure that it's covered when you go to start selling merchandise or you go to start making, products and putting the names on it. This is what you do. There's several ways that you guys can go about doing trademarks. I only tell you guys because I know. And when you do it, you have to choose categories for what you want the trademark to be in. Okay. And those categories can be in many different areas, right? So you may have a trademark and it may be specific to a certain category, but not to another category. So know that as well. All right. So anyway, so they're trying to trademark Reasonably Shady, which is the name of their podcast. So she goes on to state Eminem, Marshall Mathers, was named one of the greatest rappers of all time and has been exclusively using the name Slim Shady and Shady for entertainment services since 1998. Now, herein, you guys can see, let me make this a little bit bigger for you. You guys can see the trademark documentation from the United States Patent and Trademark Office, right? So it says principal register, Slim Shady. And it goes into all of the details. And you if you go into the documentation, you could probably see which categories they are, right? So then It says he also owns the trademark registration for Shady in class 025 for t-shirts, sweatshirts, and hats. So remember I was telling you guys about the categories. These would be the categories for which he has the trademark, right? And it says for the word shady. Now, to be specific, it says for t-shirts, sweatshirts, shorts, halter tops, and hats in class 25. Now, let us proceed. Now, apparently, he has exclusive right to Slim Shady. And like I said in the statement here, it says he owns the legal registration for Shady in class 25, which was what we talked about. Now, Gizelle and Robyn sent their application in last February. So apparently they began their, podcast Reasonably Shady in 2021 and now are looking to produce merchandise in conjunction with that. All right. So they are hoping to sell merch as well. And so now there is a bit of conflict here. And let me see if I can find one more piece of information. I'm doing this literally on the fly, you guys. It has been so much going on today that I'm like, what is next, y'all? What is next? All right. Actually, I already know what's next, but I gotta wait. I'm gonna probably wait until tomorrow to finish up with the rest of the news. But um, oh. So let me head on over to the neighborhood talk because that's where I also saw that. And what they have up here is all the specific classes for which Reasonably Shady has been either applied for. So they're looking in the lanes of eyeshadow, lip gloss, makeup, candles, mugs, water bottles, hats, pants, shirts, socks, sweatshirts, jackets, and entertainment services, providing podcasts in the field of dating, relationships, marriage, entrepreneurs, mothership style, glam, and current events. Um, Yeah, I mean, literally, they're going the distance in this, which is, and again, this makes absolute and total sense to me. This is what you should do with your business, but it'll be interesting to see if they are able to move forward with this, and we'll definitely be keeping an eye out. It is interesting. You should definitely go through the trademark database anytime you get some time, and especially if you are interested in looking for trademarks. Something very interesting that I found recently when I was going through the process, because I'm doing several things, but it is that there's actually a registration for a trademark for the Real Housewives of New Orleans. Now that is some tea right there. All right. I listen. I didn't even believe it, but I was like, now, is this coming to fruition? Is this something that Bravo is thinking about making happen? So just a little bit of tea for y'all in case you ever do go decide and go through the trademark database and look for, you might want to solidify your business with a trademark. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Now, let's move on. We got to talk about Kim Zolciak. Now, let me qualify this story with this. All right. Nobody wants Kim Zolciak to lose her home. I know I don't. I don't even like talking about it. The only reason I am is because it's in the news. But I feel like if I am doing my due diligence and I am talking about this topic, one, I think is important to note. I don't want Kim Zolciak to lose her home. Let me state that right off the bat. Number two, it's in print, it's in publication, it's out there. So let's discuss it. And we can do it in a healthy way, right? We can do it in a healthy way. So Radar Online is saying Kim Zolciak is selling off clothes ahead of Georgia mansion hitting the auction block as foreclosure drama continues. To note, I was gonna post it up here, but there's also a news article of pictured of Croy, vacuuming in his underwear, okay, in his tidy whities. But I ain't put that up here because I'm not posting nobody in their drawers on the YouTube. Okay, I'm just not gonna do it. But I don't know if that was supposed to be Kim's way of making light of this situation. Although I don't know that one should make light of a situation like this, unless it's just so far from the truth that it's beyond the realm of possibility. But with as many news sites as has published this information, I don't know. Okay. So anyway, it says that she's pulling out all the stops to collect the cash, is what they say in the article. And they've discovered, Radar Online has, that she's selling her beloved clothing as she and her husband's $2.6 million Georgia mansion is set to hit the auction block. They say she's hawking her slightly worn pieces, adding some that are brand new with tags, but it will cost you a pretty penny. Okay, the highest item is about $12,000. It's a Chanel acrylic suitcase bag that she has never even carried. But it says once you commit, there's no going back. All sales are final. No returns, exchanges, refunds, or cancellation, the website reads. Um, well, let me just say this. In all fairness, I believe that Kim Zolciak has been selling her wigs and her clothes for some time now. I think that they have some type of closet or whatever that they do. Don't the Kardashians, one of the Kardashian people, do this or something like that? You know, where the people, Poshmarks and stuff like that, where people listen. I would sell some of my stuff too that I don't wear anymore either, but I don't feel like running back and forth to the post office. Who wants to do that on a daily basis? I know I don't. So for me, I'm like, to Goodwill it will go. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody gonna need it there. You know what I'm saying? You can take. I mean, thrifting is a thing. Okay, it really, really is. And so maybe people are just doing the online thrifting, and maybe Kim just knows it, and she's just making good on her coin by selling the clothes that she don't wear. Listen, I'm not mad at it, and I don't think you got to be broke to do it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know about, I don't know about it. All I know is, Kim, just fix this situation so you got the kids and everything, save your house, pay the people, and keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? And if you're gonna have Croy running around in his tidy whities, cleaning and vacuuming, why don't you set him up on his OnlyFans and you can make some extra coin that way? Okay. So anyway, that's all the news that we got for y'all today. I mean, seriously, that's it. Okay. With that being said, I will catch you guys tomorrow.